Welcome dear students. In this video lecture, we are going to learn how to draw the isometric view of a cone. The question is, draw the isometric view of a cone of base diameter 50 mm and axis height 65 mm resting on HP by its base. Okay, now first we need to complete the orthographic views of the solid, which will facilitate us to draw the isometric view in a simple manner. Here the solid, our cone, is simply resting on the horizontal plane by its base. So the base view of the solid will be obtained in the top view. So in this way the cone is resting. So automatically the circular base is available in the top view. So let me to draw the top view first. Yes. The circular base can be divided into 8 equal parts. Actually, in order to draw the simple solid in the isometric view, we need not to split the solid in this much of parts. But as our regular practice, we can do it. The base points can be named with the alphabets. And it's a cone, so it's having an apex point. Now I need to project each and every points into the top view, into the front view to draw the lateral portion of the solid. The axis height of the solid given in this problem is 65 mm. The base diameter is given as 50 mm. And let me to mark the points in the front view starting from A dash. And O dash. It is a cone, so I needed to dark the extreme generators only with the dark pencil. And the interior generators may be drawn with the 2H pencil. Now the orthographic projection is over. We can go for drawing the isometric view of the solid. So first we need to provide the isometric axis. It's nothing but we need to draw a horizontal line and mark an origin in it. From the origin towards left and right, we need to draw two axes with a 30-degree inclination with the horizontal line. Now this is nothing but called as the isometric axis. Before bringing the base view of the solid here, as per our box method, we need to enclose the base view of the solid inside a four-sided box. Let me to do that. Here I am using different color ink in order to differentiate it in perfect manner. But in your answer sheet, you have to do this boxing by use of the 2H pencil. Now I enclosed the base view circle with a four-sided box. In case of a circular base, the box obtained is perfectly a square box of side 50 mm, which is equal to the diameter of the circle. Now in the isometric view, I need to draw the box first. So the box corners can be mentioned with the name Roman letters 1, 2, 3 and 4. We need to fix the Roman letter 1 corner in the origin of the isometric axis. So let me to mark that. So this is nothing but Roman letter 1, and I need to mark the Roman letter 2 corner of the box in the left side wing of the isometric axis with the given length. The length is 1 to 2, edge length is 50 mm. So from this point in this line at 50 mm length, I need to mark the Roman letter 2 point. Here I am doing the things in approximate dimension. So this is nothing but the point Roman letter 2, and in the same way in the right side, of corner 1 with the 50 mm distance, I need to mark the corner 4. So this is nothing but corner number 4. And in order to mark the corner number 3, what I needed to do is, already we discussed the same. So we should make the drafter parallel to the side 1, 4, and from the point 2 I need to draw a line. The same way, now I need to make the drafter parallel to the side 1, 2, and from the point 4 I need to draw a line. So these two lines will intersect at a point. This point is nothing but our corner Roman letter 3. Okay, in this way I can bring the box here. So after drawing this box, I need to follow the 4 center method to draw the circular base isometric view. For this, first I needed to identify mark the center of all the 4 sides of the square box. Its length is 50 mm. So at the midpoint, that is 25 mm, I can mark the center. The same way here also I can mark. Here I am marking with approximate dimension only, not in exact manner. But in your paper you have to mark it with exact dimension accuracy. Now I mark all the centers of all 4 edges, and then as a procedure in the 4 center method, from the point 1, I needed to draw lines towards the centers of the opposite sides. That is, from the point 1, the opposite sides are 2, 3 and 3, 4. I need to draw lines to the centers of 2, 3 and 3, 4 from the point 1. do these things with the help of the 2H pencil, then only our drawing will be looking better after completing everything. In the same way, from the point 3, I needed to draw lines to the centers of opposite sides, that is towards 1 2 and 1 4 centers can be connected with the point 3. Yes. Now I just identified the 4 centers which are all used for completing the isometric view of the circle. For your understanding purpose, here I am marking with color ink. Number 1 center, 2, 3 and 4. These 4 centers will help us to join the complete arc. First select one center. For example, I am selecting the number 1, Roman letter 1 center. Make your compass origin at this point and with the length in the compass as this length, this edge length as radius in your compass. Draw an arc starting from this point towards that point. Let me draw this. Yes. And then use the another center number 3 as a origin of your compass and with the radius equal to that length. From this point, draw arc towards that point. Yes. After, select the third center. So I am selecting this center as a origin of my compass and radius as that length and draw arc towards the end point here. And finally, this is the fourth center I am going to use. This center, select this as origin and that length as radius in our compass. Draw arc towards this point and complete the profile. Just I finished drawing the isometric view of the circular base. So from this, I needed to draw the apex point and then connecting the complete profile of the cone in the isometric view. Here the apex point is at the center. So this center point can be, the apex point can be moved to the 1 2 edge, moved to the 1 2 edge. In two manners I can do this. See here, I will show you how to proceed with the first method. In the first method, just move this O to the 1 4 edge, 1 2 edge. So here I can mark it. So after marking this, in the same place I need to mark it in the isometric view also. For example, at this point I can get the point O. So after marking the point O in the 1 4 edge in the isometric view, I need to bring it to its original position by moving it inward to the circular base. Here, this much distance I moved it from inside to out. The same distance I need to move it from outside to inside. So, and the meantime, the direction of flow should be parallel to 1 4. Parallel to 1 4. I have to assure that. So, let me to keep my drafter parallel to 1 4 and move the point O from 1 to edge with the distance equal to 25 mm. In this problem, 25 mm. I just moved it. So after moving this, now the apex point is in the ground. The actual location of the apex point is 65 mm above the ground. So from the base, now the apex point is in the base. From this point, I need to move it in the vertical direction with the distance 65 mm. Yes, maybe approximately here. Here the final O can be marked. So in this way I can mark the point O. This is one procedure. One more procedure also possible for doing this job. Let me to explain that. That is, the point O can be located with its coordinates in 1 4 and 1 2. So here I can mark the coordinates 1 4 and 1 2. After that, parallel to 1 4, you can draw a line from this point, and parallel to 1 2, you can draw a line in this way. So these two lines will intersect at a point. This point will give you the location of the O with respect to the circular base. After that, you can lift it to the height of 65 mm. So both procedure will lead to a same result. You can follow any one procedure here. So this is nothing but O. And one more point I want to add here. In the case of isometric view, you need not to mention the names of corners and the apex point. For your understand purpose, during your procedure you can mention, but it's not mandatory. Once you didn't mention the corners, this is not considered as a mistake. And after that, in the bottom I am having the isometric view of the circular base, and now in the top I am having the apex point. I needed to join the apex point and the bottom circular base by help of a tangent line. You can use your HB pencil for this purpose. The same way this side. After that, the visible portion of the arc can be darkened by using the HB pencil. Here I am doing it with a free hand, but in your paper you can use the French curve for this operation, then your results will be better. So in this way you can draw the isometric view of the cone. Try this with your proper tools in the paper. Thank you.